Last time on Ruined King.
It's deliberate, as if to make a statement. Looks like the work of the powder kegs. I've seen them come by yesterday, looking like they was in a dangerous mood. My brother. Illaoi, can we trouble you for a matter on the Well of the Serpent, mother? I cannot help at the moment. I am needed at Fortune's Manor, but I will return. We will wait for you then.
Hola amigos, Ghost here, and today we continue our journey into Ruined King. The fated team-up of Illaoi and Braum were summoned to meet Miss Fortune at her estate. However, Illaoi and Braum decided that helping the people of Bilgewater's dock districts should come first. Plus, the exploration of these districts could benefit the team in the long run. So, this is where we continue our journey. Let's do this.
Let us begin today's chapter by trying out the fishing minigame that we can do. Alright, let's see. Cast line. Casting strength. Do that. Okay, and then we can adjust its direction with the left stick and reel in. I assume where the fish, as we can see, is where our thing needs to be at. So let's just reel it in slightly. Oop, there we go. Oh, that was actually quite easy. 12.6 kg, new record. Blue flame snapper, a medium-sized fish with large canine teeth, common to the Serpent Isles. That is a terrifying fish, to be honest. Okay, that was actually quite simple. Let's try it again. Let's throw a smaller, because that will bring us closer. Ooh, 10.2 kg for the blue flame guppy, a small fish with blue accents commonly found around the Serpent Isles. Alright, let's do it one more time. Okay, we got another guppy. And we also get some type of chunks of food or whatever we can use. Interesting. Alright, well, let's head back to the harbor. Remember quickly, this way we go. We'll admit so far the fishing mini game seems very simple. Probably would get more complex with the harder fish we have to deal with in the future, but at least for now it seems very simple. Alright, got several side missions to complete and a little bit more area to explore. Alright, let's see. Can go up, but actually I don't think it will force us into the main story. So let's try to see if we can get into this building right here. After I do this. Okay, I could talk to those two, but we'll see after this. The door is locked. It requires a specific key to open. Interessante. I wonder if a main mission or a side mission will allow us to do that. Alright, let's talk to these two individuals and then we'll head back down. Which way to Fortune's Manor? Keep going south, you'll leave the harbor soon. Past here is the Fleet Streets, and past that is Fortune's Manor. I ain't got the book learning to be invited to a place like that. This place stinks of fish, and that's just the way I like it. Fair enough. Bilgewater is just too expensive now. I gotta put more hours in. Pickpocketing. Okay, that's what she was about to say. I thought that's what the word was. Also, I know it is pronounced a different way. Bilgewater is more like Bilgewater. Kind of like build and plus water. For some reason, Bilgewater is easier for me to pronounce. So I know it's not the right pronunciation, but I'll probably just continue saying Bilgewater throughout the actual series. In the intros, probably I'll just say the actual pronunciation, but I don't know why. I always think of Bly with the spelling of it. Boathouses, Buhru, Grotto, Grey Harbor Blockade, and Bounty Board to our right. To our left, Salvage Yard and the slums. Lovely. Okay. That, that, and that. What you got to say? What? I've had a long day, taking a rest. So what if it's morning? Sometimes an hour still counts as a long day. Look, I don't see you here catching no fish to sell to at the market. Are you here just to piss in my ear? I'll get up. Shoot. Hang on. I'll get up when time's pleasing to me. That's what he was trying to say. What's this?
Do they tell any stories of you? The great Buhru truth-bearer?
I am but one of many truth-bearers. There are no stories of me that I know. What of you? Do they tell your stories in the Freljord?
Of course they do. It is good to have myths, legends. The Freljord, oh, it is a land full of legends.
I'm surprised. I honestly did not expect there to be a little cutscene with dialogue between these two characters right there. That's cool. I wonder if there's more of those type of little areas with golden, because I always thought there was gonna be like some special thing I could just collect. But that is actually pretty cool for that to be a thing. And I realized I think two of our missions are right here. We have to talk to that guy, and I think is that the pet that the one guy was talking about? Well, firstly, let's head over here. Check out this boat's rob this place. There we go. We'll come back to these two real quick, but this is another fishing spot. Okay. This, I assume, leads... It looks like it leads to the low tide markets. I think. Interesting. And then this leads to the... Where... I don't know what that actually is over there. Can we even go over there? Yeah, we can. Maybe. It's not letting us. So this might be for later, I assume. Since I can't enter the boat. So that leads down here where there's the last treasure. Well, one of the last treasures. There is one over here to the lighthouse area. Okay. We can also check out the lower market, I assume. First, let's talk to all the people and get these missions done. What have we here, then? A new guppy on the dock, is it? The man says. Don't worry, chum. I don't bite. Name's Leo. You look like the capable sort, so I'll tell you how things work around here. See, I'm a fishmonger, and everyone on this pier brings me their fish, and for good reason, he says. And the reason is, let me guess, because you're hungry. Damn! Damn, just roasting a person. It's the coin I trade them for. The special kind, chum. Hard to find currency that can get you things you can't get elsewhere. And all I need is fish, he says. Interesting. There are some less than savory merchants that deal only in black marks. You give me fish, I give you marks. Spend them how you like, he says. Alright. So we have no fish we can trade, but we can talk to him about other things. Browse wares and sell items. Let's look at the browse wares. Oh, there's a tutorial for this? Interesting. The fishmonger is a special vendor that sells fishing equipment. Makes sense. You can also trade in fish for your inventory for black mark currency. When your champions increase in level, the fishmonger will unlock new fishing locations on your map. Interesting. So we can buy different types of fishing poles that can be better compared to the ones we currently have, as well as different types of lure that can bring us different fish. That makes sense. We could also eventually buy back things that we sell, like like all the other places we can sell specific things of our stuff that we own. Makes sense. Let's ask him, where can I spend black marks? I have an associate over there in the low tide market that'll trade for them. I also heard there's a huckster down at Baron's Rest Tavern, though I've never met him myself. Or meself. Okay, cool. So that's good to know. So that's what the fishmonger symbol is. So that's what that does. Looks like there is another fishing place we can do, and of course the two-sided missions and the few people we could talk to. So let's talk to this person. Blessings of the bearded lady upon ye. The bearded lady upon ye. Interesting. Oh, I accidentally selected this. Okay, I do notice how the these little fishing spots all look exactly the same once you actually enter them, which is kind of unfortunate, at least at the moment. I hope other ones that we find that are like in different regions instead of the same city or harbor and such are different. But so far they look the same. Let's try it out just once to see if we can get anything new. Plus, it's not that difficult. At the moment, at least. Oh, we got something new, actually. 15.7. Blue flame bass. Large, dark green fish with silvery sides, often caught off the coast of the Serpent Isles. Okay, you know what? Let's do it a second time because we found a new fish. We might be able to get another one. If we don't, then we'll just move on. Charge! Oh! 20.1 kgs. Or I think it's kilograms. I always forget what kg stands for. It's kilograms, I'm pretty sure. Serpent Isles baby squid. A small squid, but fierce like the Kraken. Cool. Okay. I think... Screw it. Third time's the charm. Let's just see. I also noticed that the fish here are fighting back a little bit more than the first area. And we got a blue flame guppy again. Okay. Gotta say, one thing I do like are the environments. All the environments feel pretty cool so far. And all of them are varied depending on the region, or no, not region, level that we're at. Since I think region is actually, no, these are regions. Okay. Oh, ocean map is for actual different areas. Oceans of Runeterria. So that's what they're called. Okay. So we have Blywater, or Bilgewater, and it looks like we have possibly at least 4 other major locations. Possibly more. Not sure. We'll see. Anyway, let's talk to this guy. Whoa! Don't scare me like that. Almost fell in the water. Shh! Quiet. You'll scare the fish. Sometimes I watch the fish and pretend I am one. Okay? I've done that since I was a boy. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, nothing else. Now we have 3 individuals. I assume the smaller guy and the thing are for the mission, so I'm gonna talk to this person first. I don't trust fish, me. All of them look right shifty, I reckon. One day they'll rise up, mark my words. I don't trust fish, me. He really believes fish will be overlords at one point. That's funny. Alright, let's talk to the crab creature. It's a plunder crab. It doesn't look fluffy, but it's in the shipyard. Try to pet it. Fluffy. I'm going to say fluffy first, because trying to pet a plunder crab may not end well. The plunder crab stops and looks up, recognizing its name. It's Fluffy. After a moment, it turns back to the pile of trash picking it through. Suddenly it catches the scent of the cabbage. One whiff of the putrid greens and the crab is at attention. Leave this crazy crab. Here, Fluffy. Fluffy stands at attention. The only thing left to do is to lead him back to his master. Oh, that is cool. It actually follows us. But we have to... Oh, we gotta do this. We gotta walk him back. Okay, that... a little time consuming, but that's alright. It is fucking adorable, actually. It has a cannon. Oh, man, the one thing, crustaceans. I think a crab is a crustacean. They're probably them and lobsters are probably the coolest of the crustaceans. Though, they are kind of also a little creepy sometimes. Plus, they also apparently they cannibalize their young sometimes. At least some of them do. Okay. My fluffers! Thank your for returning me. I mean, oh god. The sailor beams with joy. The crab stares at the cabbage. Hand over the cabbage. Keep Fluffy for now. I mean, if it's his. There. Whoa, who's a good crab? You're a good crab. Without looking up, the sailor hands over the promised reward, 50 silver serpents and a few chunks of raw cabbage. That's it? Take the money. I mean, it's not like it was meant for anything else. Just curious, so what happens if we say that's it? The indignant sailor leaves his hand outstretched as he nuzzles the burning unwashed crab. He drives a hard bargain. Take the money. I mean, we don't need that much money. Either way, we found his pet. What a cute crab you are. Yes, you are. Aw, so he wasn't lying after all. And what's a rest? Just to do so. Oh, there's a rest conversation. Of course we're gonna watch that.
Enjoying the warm breeze?
In truth, Braum misses the Freljord's cold embrace.
A cold embrace? That does not sound appealing.
The Freljord is a harsh land, but survival has a way of bringing people together. Telling stories by the fire, hunting Elnuk by moonlight. And the Buhru? What brings you together?
The mother serpent, the sea. We serve the goddess, and she blesses us with an endless harvest. Many of her blessings are quite delicious.
Ah, nothing brings people together like a delicious meal. In the Freljord, a mighty warrior named Olaf once felled a great frost serpent and made it into a stew. It fed his whole village for months.
Now you've made me hungry.
Then follow Braum's stomach. Let us see what we find.
Okay, that was pretty cool. That's a good mechanic. I hope there's a lot more of those types of conversations. We could also eat a meal and rest. We could also actually have a conversation now. Interesting. You know what? Let's have the conversation. Let's see what happens. Watch tutorial. Interesting. When conversations are available between party members, they will show up in this menu. New conversations will be added for each rest point you discover. Okay, so a warm breeze is the one we just saw. The Kraken and the Bull is, I guess, between these two characters specifically, is their nicknames for these. So I assume there's probably other nicknames for other pairings or groups within the party that we'll have eventually. Makes sense. I'm curious, what happens? Eat meal and rest. So we have fermented cabbage. We have 5 of them. Pretty sure we gained that because we completed that mission. Fermented cabbage. Beyond foul, this cabbage smells like it's been soaked in seawater and left in a dark hole for years. One bite might not hurt. Increases defense by 18 for a few battles. Unusable, or usable when resting. Okay, that's cool. Don't need to do that right now, but okay, I like that. So far, all the mechanics make sense. Not too complicated, not too simple. I could easily see getting used to these mechanics very quickly. Okay, let's see. Now time for the second side mission here. A rather intense man surveys the remains of a beach ship. Most of that is too waterlogged to salvage. We waited too long to haul it in, he says to himself. Are you Darren? I am. And who are you? Illaoi. A Kraken priestess. We got different names for the bearded lady, but I guess she's the same. Oh, so I assume the people of Bilgewater, have a goddess called the Bearded Lady, and the Illaoi's people, the Great Serpent or whatever, is their deity. So they kind of the same deity, but believed in differently. At least that's what I'm thinking. Never heard of you, but you've heard of me. What's your business here? He says. He is surliness personified. Do you know anything about the murder of the longshoreman Alex? Is there a lot of violence around the harbor in general? Let's start off this. I hope we can do both options, but let's start off with the one just to make sure he doesn't try to fight us immediately. Is there a lot of violence around the harbor in general? Always. This is Bilgewater. After all, people like that don't like the law like Bilgewater. Do you know anything about the murder of longshoreman Alex? Alex. Doesn't ring a bell. I don't even know the name of most of my employees, so maybe I'm not the best person to ask. He was found dead. Any idea of what could have happened to him? Maybe there was some kind of gang initiation. One thing goes wrong, tempers flare up, and suddenly somebody gets hurt. Happens all the time. That'd be my measure of things, Darren says. Thanks, Darren. Do with that what you will. I've other matters to attend to, he says. He turns away, refocuses on the ship being salvaged. He doesn't seem suspicious, so at least there's that. Now we gotta go back to Owen. First, I want to go down here. I wonder where it actually leads to. Okay, let's see. So it does lead us to the low tide markets. And that's the low tide market guy that the fishmonger talked about. First, let's steal his chest. Alright, now let's talk to him. A begrimed merchant sports a sly smile. An unusual location for an unusual dealer. Let's chat. You found your way into the low tide market. Don't see something you like? Check later when the tides are different. New tide, new wares. Spend your marks here instead of what the other lad, at least you know what you're getting. Okay. And there's a tutorial, because I think this is our first black market. This vendor uses a special currency called black marks. Items in this shop are very rare and usually carry special properties. Black marks can be obtained by trading in artifacts and by trading fish at the fishmonger. Anything tradable will appear in the treasury category of your inventory. Okay, and we can buy the blue flame amulet and the prospector ring. We can also buy tomes of knowledge for Illaoi and Braum currently. And there's also there's these. We can get alternative appearances. There's custom outfits? That's cool. Dark Waters, Illaoi, and Bilgewater Braum. And we could also get the lighthouse key. Ah, so that's how we get that. Okay. Definitely we're going to have to come back here soon enough to get the black marks. Okay. And we can't sell anything because we don't have any artifacts, but that's how we'll unlock the lighthouse at some point soon. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I like that. Do we have any fish we can actually trade at the moment? No, we can't. Okay. So I wonder if we take a look at the fishing. Oop, wrong one. The fishing, and we look at the journal. I assume we have to catch a bunch of the fish. Like, we have to catch like 10 of the guppies or whatever before we can actually sell them or something. Maybe. I don't know. We caught 3 of those, so thought we would have the ability to sell some fish. But I guess not. I guess it doesn't work like that. We'll see later on. Anyway, let's head back to Owen to complete this second mission. I think he is. Yeah, he's up that way. I do like that the toggle for running and walking, you don't have to hold it down or anything. You just have to tap it once and they'll just start running. That's a good quality of life thing. I accidentally almost tried to kill him. Alex wasn't the best brother in the world, but I deserve at least to know what happened, Owen says. Okay, I'm still asking around. Any idea of who to ask? These are the same as before, so we have to say, I think I know who did it. Is that a fact? Well, you got my full attention. So we can lie. Alex was being recruited into a gang, but his initiation went wrong. And we can tell him the truth. Alex got into a fight with a vendor Barry in a nearby stall. It was the wrong person to mess with. Knowing Illaoi and Braum, they're not going to lie. At least from the little bit of the characterization I understand of those two, they wouldn't lie. If Miss Fortune was here, I would assume she might lie just to make sure this guy doesn't end up dead. This could go wrong, but we should tell the truth. It's the right thing to do. Hopefully this guy is not stupid enough to actually go fight Barry. And if he does, I wonder if we'll be allowed to help him and keep him alive. Alex got into a fight with the vendor Barry in a nearby stall. It was the wrong person to mess with. He was always hot-headed, I told him. I warned him, even when we was kids. He never learned that just because he was angry, that don't make him right, Owen says. He looks defeated. He can barely look another person in the eyes. Well, I suppose thanks is in order, even though I don't feel any better. Maybe I'll sleep better having known what happened. I believe this is yours. He hands over a sack of coins. Wish it could be more, but we were just longshoremen. What will you do now? I didn't think I was the type to seek revenge, but after you said who it was, just seeing him there, getting to walk around makes my blood boil, Owen says. His fists and jaws are clenched. Don't do something stupid, Owen. I better see to the body. Give it a proper sea burial, he says. Oh, he left. He's gone. Okay then. Does that mean the mission's complete? Let's check our journal. Not journal. Trying to remember. There it is, quest log. And it is complete. Yeah. We also have all these other active quests, but we aren't at Baron's Rest or in the other areas. We also have this one, which not sure where it is, but from what I can tell, all the main mission or side missions that we have access to have been completed at the moment of where we're at. There are other places we can take a look at, but I don't think we can go to those other locations just yet. So technically, what we gotta do now is head to Fleet Streets, which I guess is another region we'll discover of Bilgewater. and also a place where we can probably find some of the other side missions and activities. Possibly, at least. Well, well, look at what's washed up ashore. I take it you're here to ride the elevator? First time, so it's gonna cost ya. What do you say, Maurice? The usual rate? I'll take that silence for support. You're not from the Jagged Hooks, are you? You're not supposed to ride here. Your crew has means otherwise of getting around, he says. We're not part of any gang. Just tell us what the fee is. If you don't let us pass, there'll be trouble. You got some fight in ya, don't ya? That's all right. I've learned how to tolerate it, he says. He takes out a knife on cue. He and his partner approach menacingly.
They will know me.
Wild cards. When a hazard or boon is not present, a wildcard initiative bar region will be randomly selected at the beginning of combat. Like hazards and boons, fighters that land within the region will be targeted and affected when the region reaches the front of the initiative bar. Wildcards can benefit all fighters, including enemies. Luckily, there are a number of champions, such as Braum, that can use abilities to push other fighters back on the initiative bar timeline into and out of the wildcard region. Every battle presents challenges and opportunities. Use them to the fullest. Okay. I wonder if we said we're not part of a gang, we would have avoided combat. Same with the fee thing. I'm curious. Anyway, let's check out. Let's see. What should we do? Yordle, Padfoot, and the Pugilist. Let's actually do inspect mode, see what they are. Let's see. Quick Slice deals light damage. Counter Slash deals heavy damage, only usable after dodging an attack. Buffs: Nimble, 25% chance to evade attacks from the balance, and Power Lane. Okay, good to know. They don't have any buffs, the Pugilist, but they have Jab, deals minor damage over 2 hits. Heavy Punch deals moderate damage. Okay, not that strong. So, the balance and power lanes, there's a good chance for them to dodge, but we can also use the speed lane to do some decent damage. That heals, let's see, that also heals. Actually no, let's just do an instant attack. Damn. Alright. Now we got him. We can do Unbreakable. We can do just a regular concussive blow. Lane charge. This one pushes back a target. So this one is one of the abilities that can push somebody. Got it. You know what? Let's do Heroic Leap with the speed stat.
Gathering my strength.
Okay, that's cool. That does damage this guy.
Waiting is the hardest.
Oh, and he's been pushed back so that... Okay, that's cool. That's good. Let us... Let's take out this guy. One less person to worry about. And we just frickin'... Oh, that just automatically just stopped them from occurring an attack, or is that because... Okay,
We shall do this again, yes?
got some gold from that. And, oh, almost leveled up. I'll teach ya for trying to rob me, bastards. Just minding my own business. Smart man. Don't forget to pay the tithe, or it'll cost you a lot more than some coin. Then a coin is the actual thing. Okay, now we can actually just head here. The way to Fortune's Manor is just down these stairs. Really? Oh yeah, to the slums market. Or, yeah, I guess that's where we're supposed to go, to the slums market, then to Misfortunes. Cause, let's see. I do love how all these things connect. So, wait, why is there a golden thing that way instead of Misfortune's estate? I think that's the second mission, the side mission that is currently being tracked. Yeah, okay. Because if we, interesting. But we're here. I wonder how many locations there'll be for Bilgewater alone. Anyway, regardless of that, we have a lot of random things we can actually look at. And 2 side missions, it looks like, that are here. Curious, let's see. Yeah, speak this one. That's Baron's Rest. Baron's Rest. This one's Fleet Streets. So these 2 are the Fleet Streets. Okay. Yeah, this is, okay, yeah, this is the other area, Docks Blockade. So it is... So that is what's, the little marker on this map. Okay, I understand completely now. So we can complete 2 side missions, actually, in this area. And we have several lore bits, a bunch of treasure to collect, if we're actually able to go all over this place. We'll see in a moment. But, yeah. I'm loving how at the moment we're giving a little bit of free time to explore these regions before we have to do more major story stuff. I wonder... Yeah, I'm honestly pretty cool. I'm enjoying the heck out of it so far. And yeah, let's get ready to explore this the Fleet Streets.
And with that, we conclude today's chapter of Ruined King. I hope you all enjoyed the chapter. I certainly did. Until next time, this Ghost signing out.